Have you ever been greeted by a dog in a way that made you uncomfortable? You know that awkward moment when their nose goes straight to your backside? Yeah, it's weird. But what if I told you it actually makes perfect sense in the dog world? Yep, dogs sniffing your butt isn't just random curiosity, it's science. This bizarre habit is actually a super sophisticated form of communication, and researchers have been digging into the smelly details for years. In today's video, we're diving nose first into the strange, hilarious, and surprisingly logical reason dogs love to sniff human butts. And yes, this behavior is backed by legit science, including studies from the American Kennel Club and the University of Colorado. So yeah, your dog isn't just being rude, they're doing detective work. But before we jump into this wild ride through canine behavior, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more weird animal facts that actually make sense. You're not going to want to miss this. Alright, let's start with the obvious. Dogs have insane noses. Like if they were superheroes, their power would definitely be smell everything, everywhere, all at once. But just how powerful are we talking here? Well, according to the American Kennel Club, a dog's sense of smell is up to 100,000 times better than a human's. That's not a typo. While humans have around 5 million scent receptors in their noses, dogs can have up to 300 million. Imagine walking into a room and being able to smell every ingredient in someone's lunch from across the house. That's a normal Tuesday for a dog. And it's not just about quantity, it's also about processing power. The part of a dog's brain devoted to analyzing smells is, proportionally, 40 times larger than ours. So when your pup takes a sniff, it's not just a, something smells good moment. It's more like downloading an entire file full of information. They can tell what's there, what's been there, and maybe even what mood it was in. Now here's where it gets even cooler. Dogs don't just sniff with their noses, they actually have a second smell system called the Jacobson's organ, also known as the vomeronasal organ. This little detector is located in the roof of their mouth and is especially tuned to pick up pheromones, the chemical messages animals use to talk to each other. So while you're wondering why your dog is all up in your personal space, they're basically like, I'm just reading your vibe, bro. And here's the kicker. This isn't just for sniffing out treats or finding a lost sock. Dogs use their sense of smell to understand the world. Every scent is like a story. When they sniff another dog's butt, or yeah, your own, they're picking up a full report. Gender, age, diet, health, even emotional state. It's like scanning a QR code made out of smells. One study from the University of Colorado showed that dogs can even detect certain illnesses in humans like cancer or diabetes just through scent. That's why some dogs are trained as medical alert animals. So yeah, it's not just about sniffing for fun. Their nose is a serious built-in diagnostic tool. So next time a dog gives you a surprise sniff from behind, remember, they're not being weird. They're just using their nose superpowers to learn about you. You're basically a walking profile, and they're just checking your bio. Okay, so we've established that dogs have ultra-powered noses. But that still doesn't explain why they go straight for the butt when greeting someone. I mean, out of all the possible places to sniff, the hands, the shoes, even the breath, why the behind? Well, as weird as it sounds to us, sniffing butts is basically how dogs say hello, nice to meet you. In the canine world, this isn't just a casual gesture. It's a deeply informative social ritual. Here's how it works. Just inside a dog's rectum are two small sacs called anal glands. These little guys release a strong, unique-smelling secretion whenever a dog poops. But more importantly, they're packed with pheromones that carry a ton of personal info. We're talking species, sex, age, emotional state, health condition, and even what they ate for breakfast. It's like a smelly little business card that says, "Hi, I'm Max, I'm 4 years old, I just had some chicken, and I'm feeling a bit nervous today." Scientists, including those cited by the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior, have found that these scent signals help dogs recognize each other and remember past encounters. That's why dogs often pause and do that long, dramatic sniff when they meet. It's them taking mental notes. And guess what? Humans aren't off the hook either. Even though we don't have the same scent-producing glands as dogs, we do have sweat glands and subtle chemical signals that dogs can detect, especially around the butt and crotch area. So when a dog comes up and gives you that awkward little sniff, they're not being pervy. They're just trying to figure out who you are, in their own nosy way. It's also worth noting that dogs have a strong sense of social hierarchy and trust, and sniffing plays a huge role in that. A dog that feels comfortable enough to sniff you, or let you sniff them, is expressing a kind of acceptance. It's like, hey, we're cool now. And yes, while this may make you feel like backing away slowly and questioning all your life choices, try to think of it from the dog's perspective. We shake hands, give hugs, or make small talk. Dogs sniff butts. Same purpose, different methods. In fact, if you stop a dog from doing their butt sniff routine, it can actually leave them a bit socially confused. It's like cutting off someone mid-handshake. Rude, right? So the next time a dog goes in for the sniff, resist the urge to panic. Just smile, act cool, and let them do their thing. You've just been formally introduced, dog style. Imagine living in a world where everything you needed to know about someone, their mood, health, relationship status, maybe even what they ate for lunch, could be picked up just by catching a whiff. For dogs, that's not science fiction. That's life. Smell isn't just a sense for dogs, it's their main language. While we humans are busy texting, calling, and awkwardly waving from across the street, dogs are having entire conversations through scent. And yes, those conversations often start right at the butt. According to researchers from the University of Adelaide, dogs rely on their sense of smell as their primary method of social interaction. Where we might say, hey, nice to see you again, dogs might say, ah, I recognize that scent, you're the one who rolled in that patch of grass last week. But it gets even deeper. Dogs can detect emotional states through smell. A study from the University of Naples showed that dogs exposed to sweat samples from fearful humans showed increased signs of stress themselves, meaning they smelled the fear. So when your dog seems extra clingy on your bad days, they're probably picking up on your emotional scent signals. Now, when a dog sniffs your butt, they're not just being nosy, they're collecting data. Your natural body odors, produced mostly through sweat and skin, carry information about your identity and health. And dogs are absolute pros at decoding that. In fact, trained dogs have been used to detect everything from cancer and COVID-19 to seizures and even changes in blood sugar. The secret lies in how sensitive they are to even the tiniest chemical changes. Think of it like this. You might walk into a kitchen and smell cookies. Your dog walks in and smells the flour, the eggs, the type of sugar, and what kind of shoes the baker was wearing. That's how detailed their sniffing is. And just like humans build trust through conversation, dogs build trust through scent. That whole sniffing ritual, especially the butt sniff greeting, is like logging into a social network. They're learning who's a friend, who's a stranger, and who maybe shouldn't be trusted just yet. So, next time a dog gives you a sniff, don't take it personally. To them, you're speaking their language, whether you realize it or not. Honestly, if dogs could talk, they'd probably say something like, "Don't be weird about it. I'm just reading your scent profile." And if they had LinkedIn, their connections would be purely based on how someone smells. In short, your scent tells a story, and for dogs, the nose always knows. So, what have we learned today? That awkward little sniff from your dog isn't random, rude, or gross. It's deeply instinctual. It's how dogs say hello, get to know you, and maybe even check on your health. From the millions of scent receptors in their noses to the pheromone-packed messages we unknowingly carry, dogs are constantly decoding a world we can't even begin to smell. We also found out that butt sniffing, weird as it may seem, is actually a perfectly normal canine handshake. They're not judging you, they're just reading your bio, dog style. And with studies showing dogs can detect everything from emotions to illness, it's safe to say that a dog's nose is nothing short of a miracle tool. So, the next time a dog goes in for the sniff, just smile and let them gather the data. You've officially been added to their mental sniff book. And hey, if nothing else, now you've got a great story to tell next time someone asks, "Why is that dog obsessed with me?" If you thought this was wild, wait till you hear what dogs are doing when they spin in circles before lying down. It's not just random behavior, there's a fascinating reason behind it. Click the video right here on the screen and come learn the next weird but wonderful thing your dog does. See you there.